In this video, you'll learn how to record, edit, and export your very first video in Camtasia 2026. There's nothing worse than opening a new piece of software and just staring at the screen, not knowing where to start. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a finished video. Let's dive in. Here I am in Camtasia 2026. This is what you'll see the first time you open it. I'm using the paid version, so feel free to follow along. There are three main things you need to know: how to record, how to edit, and how to export. Let's start with recording. The record button is right here, top left. Click it. And now Camtasia minimizes, and this little toolbar pops up. This is the recorder. First thing is to go to the Tools and the General tab. I would leave this alone. In the Files tab, Output File Name, select Prompt for File Name. If you do not change this, all your recording file names will have an alphanumeric extension. This makes it harder to find the file you are looking for. Next is the default output folder. If you do not want to select a location for your video each time, you might want to change this to the folder location where you want all the videos for a specific project to go. I do this on projects where I might have 5 or more Camtasia recordings. In the Inputs tab, you can set your screen settings. Capture rate, you have a choice of 30 to 60 frames per second. The 60 frames per second will give you a large file size. For training tutorials, 30 is good. For things with high motion, like gaming videos, use 60 frames per second. Recording encoder, I would leave it at H.264. Camera recording dimensions, I use 1920 by 1080 at a frame rate of 30 for training tutorials. Remember, this is the dimension, not resolution. Under the Shortcuts tab, you have shortcut options. I would leave these alone, and remember them, especially F9 and Control-M. In fact, I put a piece of colored tape on my F9 key, so during recording I can find it fast. Once the preferences are set, you should not need to make changes each time you record. 3 things to check before you hit that red button. First, your screen selection. Click this drop-down. You can record your full screen, a specific window, or a custom region. You can see I have 2 screens. For this tutorial, I will be using screen 2 at 4K, 3840 by 2160. The dotted line shows my recording area. For a tutorial like this, full screen works best. But if you want to record just your browser, select that window. Camtasia locks onto it. I have also made it so that my lower toolbar only appears when I hover over it. This way the toolbar does not show up in my recording. Second, your webcam. This toggle turns it on or off. For tutorials, I usually leave it off. It keeps the focus on the screen. But if you want your face in the corner, turn it on now.
Third, your audio. This drop-down shows your microphone. Make sure it's not set to no audio. I've done that more times than I'd like to admit. Test it by speaking. Let's use my external Yeti mic. You'll see this green bar move. That means it's working. Fourth, system audio. This records all the audio from your computer. Yes, you can record the audio from a video on your computer. Now, here's a pro tip. Before you record, close everything you don't want the viewer to see. Tabs, notifications, desktop clutter. It takes 10 seconds now and saves you from blurring things out later. In the bottom right corner of the editor recorder, you see Camtasia Rev. If you leave this on, when you are done recording, you will be taken to Camtasia Rev, which gives you special editing features. You can check other videos on YouTube on how to use this feature, but I leave it off. Ready? Hit the red record button. Camtasia gives you a 3-second countdown. Then you're live. Press F9 to stop or pause your recording. When you start recording, the toolbar changes. On the left, you can see how long you have been recording. Now you have 4 buttons. The Minimize button, which hides the toolbar. To bring it back, go to the bottom toolbar and click on the Camtasia Record icon. The circle arrow button, which you might use a lot to delete the current recording and start recording again. The next button is the Start-Stop button. It has the same effect as pressing your F9 key. The last button lets you stop and save the recording. And here's what happens next. Camtasia automatically drops your recording onto the timeline.
Now that we have our recording, let's move on to editing. First, we are going to delete our recording and import 2 videos for our editing. Move up to the video bin. Move into the working area, then right-click or click the Import Media button. Here we have 2 videos. Click on both and bring them into Camtasia. This is where most beginners freeze, but honestly, you only need 3 tools to make a clean video. Tool number 1, Trim. Now, select both videos and drag them down to track 2. I normally save track 1 for any audio.
Click on the magnifying glass to see the complete video clip or video clip. Now, here's a pro tip. Zoom into your timeline using this slider, or hold Control and scroll your mouse wheel. This lets you make frame-precise cuts. You'll see exactly where your cursor is. You can trim the video by going to either end of the clip and hovering your mouse until you see a double arrow. Now, adjust the clip size. Tool number 2, the split button. It's this icon with the scissors, or just press S on your keyboard. Position the playhead where you want to cut and hit S. Your clip splits into 2. Now you can delete the section in between. This is how you remove mistakes from the middle of your recording. Let me show you. Say I said something wrong right here. Playhead on the mistake, press S, move past it, press S again. Click the bad section, delete, smooth. Now, here's something most beginners miss. When you delete a section, it leaves a gap. That gap becomes a black screen in your final video. Not good. Instead of just pressing delete, hold Control and press delete. This is called ripple delete. It removes the clip and slides everything together. No gap, one clean timeline. Tool number 3, annotations. Go up to the Media tab on the left, then click Annotations. You'll see callouts, arrows, shapes, text boxes. Drag one onto the timeline above your clip. A callout appears on screen. You can resize it, move it, change the color. I use these to highlight buttons or menu options the viewer needs to click. It keeps their eyes exactly where you want them. For text, just double-click the callout and type. Camtasia has built-in text presets that look professional right out of the box. No design skills needed. One thing to watch, make sure your annotations don't cover up important parts of the screen. Position them in empty space, and keep them on screen long enough to read. 4 to 6 seconds is a good rule. Now we've recorded, trimmed, and added annotations. Our video is ready. Let's move on to exporting. Click the Export button, top right. You'll see several options: local file, screencast, and YouTube. Clicking YouTube lets you upload directly to a YouTube channel. I normally use local file. Here, you can give your video a file name, and pick the location where the file will be uploaded. You can also pick the file type. Pick MP4. Under Advanced Settings, set your desired dimensions. I normally use 4K at 3840 by 2160. Now click Export. Camtasia renders your video. You'll see a progress bar. When it's done, click View Media to see the video, or click Open File Location to go to the uploaded video's location. I normally use View Media. And that's it. A complete video from recording to final export in under 10 minutes of actual work. If you found this tutorial helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to Inspirio Tutorials for more beginner-friendly guides. In the next video, I'll show you 5 Camtasia effects that make your videos look professional instantly. We'll see you in the next one.